Yep. Got Civet AI ordered up. Okay. First thing.
My newest?
No. Just go onto the page. It's fine. Right. So basically,
Yo,
Civet.
Connor, you got the screen recording?
What? Oh yeah, screen recording. Sorry, let me just open up OBS. Yeah, this is going on YouTube after, by the way. So if you miss anything, feel free to ask questions, but also, feel free to just watch the video back too.
Also, Connor, could you do the thing where you have your phone recording your voice on the table?
Oh, well, OBS will record.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, here we go. So, Civet AI basically is custom trained stable diffusion models. That means Stable Diffusion is a site where you can make AI images. You can also do deepfakes. You can do animations. It's basically the biggest open source hub for AI visual work. So this site is an offshoot of that, where, for example, if you had a bunch of family photos and you wanted to train AI to look just like your family photos, you could do that. So here's a bunch of models that I have liked, which is just a collection of trained data sets on very specific things. So for example, here's a Y2K one if you want to make things in a Y2K style. There's a Fruta Guerrero one. There's N64. Just basically anything you can think of, and you don't have to rely on other people too. You can train these yourself. But before we get to that, you should try it out. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make an account, because that unlocks the ability to get these little art brushes, which means that you can use these on the side for free, unlimited, and you don't have to get Stable Diffusion, which can be a bit of a learning curve to it. This is just as simple as eventually clicking this, finding a little bit with an info symbol, like that. Sorry, excuse my laptop, it's very old. And start creating. Then eventually you change the prompt. You can mess with the scales to control how it works. And then when you're happy with it, you can click generate. And it'll just take a little bit. And eventually it'll start generating. Here's some past ones, just messing with other models and other styles. I'll go more in depth with this in a second. But yeah, as for now, you need an account to do this, so yeah, just make sure you've created an account. Any questions so far?
So what is Stable Diffusion? I don't really know how any of this stuff works, so just from the get-go, I don't really know what I know of it as in I've played with it, but I have no idea actually what any of the systems that are.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the code and everything, I'm probably just as clueless as any of you here. In fact, most of you probably know more than me when it comes to that. But when it comes to being creative with it and understanding how to use the tools, that's where everything really comes to play. So I won't really be covering Stable Diffusion too much with this. I might do another one of these later in the week where I actually cover that and cover how to do deepfakes and stuff like that with it. But I'm just going to stick to Civet AI right now. So yeah, basically you can open Civet AI in Stable Diffusion, or you can use it here on its own, which I recommend because it's basically like having instant access to Stable Diffusion without having to run the code either locally or through a service like Collab or something. But yeah, Stable Diffusion is basically just a hub where people can make code on GitHub and stuff, and then have it operate through Stable Diffusion's different mediums like animated diff or A1111. But yeah, I won't bore you with all that stuff. we'll just stick to the generation.
So how do you generate? I got a model here.
Okay, right, look, now follow me for this if you want to generate. So go back to the home page. So when you're at the home page, let's just try the PS1 model as an example. So search on the bar PS1. It should be the first result, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there should be a create option if you made an account. If not, yeah, you just need to make the account and then you should have the create option. You can just click create outright and do it like that, but I don't recommend that because if you've used this before, your past generations, it'll still be in the box. And you'll have to like delete it and all of that. So the best thing to do is just keep an eye out for the eye icon. That's usually like in the bottom left. So you can see if I click off of this. Or maybe not. There we go. Yeah, so whenever there's an eye icon, that means it has the generation information available for what was used to get that result. So it's basically a fast track of doing that yourself. So yeah, I can do that. I can click start creating from clicking that eye icon. And then it'll give me the prompt that was used for that. I'll just explain what each of these do real quick. So SDXL is the model. That's an advanced version of Stable Diffusion, which is what all of this is like hosted from. The additional resources is the LoRa, so that's the custom trained model. So that was fed hundreds of PS1 graphics, and now it can easily make things in that style. And as I was saying, you can make these out of anything you want. It's not too difficult to train them. I probably won't cover that here, I'll just show you how to use and mix together the ones that people have made. But yeah, so basically like, you can make anything, and it's a lot better to use something like this when you want to go for one thing like very specifically. If you have like one specific style in mind. But yeah, then you can mix them all together. So this one is in the prompt, Barry Allen, Flash in a wheelchair, marathon, finish line, PS1 style. The tags at the end sometimes trigger the thing to work. If you don't have the tags, the result can get kind of messed up. So it's pretty much good to like just always keep them there. But you obviously, everything that I'm saying, like just look around with it, just experiment and find out. Okay, so someone give me something to change about this. Let's not just have it be the Flash. Actually, first off, let's see it as the Flash so you get an example of what it looks like. So it's generating. Just gonna take a few seconds. Okay, so there's our different Flash variations just from that prompt. Okay, now I'm going to go back to that. So I can just click create, like wherever you see the create thing, that's how you make this tab, and you can start messing around with it. You can go back to your queue to view the ones that you've made in the past. But someone said something out like name a character or something, and
Clark Kent.
Okay. What should he be doing? Where should he be?
Brazil.
Clark Kent, sunbathing in Brazil. I'm gonna get rid of the negative prompts. Negative prompts, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just the stuff that you don't want to appear. in the image. So for example, if I wanted it to be at nighttime, I'd put in the negative prompts like sun, sunny sky, daytime, etc. Yeah, the CFG scale controls basically like how true it is to the model, and the steps control the overall like image quality of it. The sampler also like varies things. You know, it's not really worth it like me going in depth on like what each one of these does. It really is better to just go to this site, fuck around with them all, and experiment, because that's how like I learned how to do it. And it's really fun too, like you've seen how fast you can make results, so yeah, let's just try this. Let's try generating it. Okay. It's not exactly what Brazil looks like. You know, you can see it's tried, and obviously you can refine this, you can give it other prompts, but you don't have to worry about just prompting too. Another fun thing to do is mixing models together. So, right now this is using the PS1 graphics model, but I can mix it with another one too. So for example, okay, that's face true. So I can mix the PS1 graphics with this other model to make them look like that. I don't actually know what this one looks like, so I'm just going to open it in another tab. Okay, pretty cool. Then I'm just going to go to the information on it, so I know what things trigger it to make it work. Face true underscore. EVIM. So I'm going to change the name of the sampler to be the same as that. Okay, now let's try PS1 graphics with face true. It might be an abomination. If it is, sometimes that's just to do with the scales, and it's worth just messing with them all until you find one that has like consistency, if that's what you go for. But sometimes glitches can make it even better. Okay. Kind of gave him a selfie on that. Sexy. But yeah, so that's like mixing models together. Obviously I can refine this more now if like, you know, maybe I turn that down a bit and turn this up a bit. Maybe if I get rid of the sunbathing too. But yeah, you can also browse examples that other people have made, and you know, if you want to instantly try out something like that, all you got to do is click on the image. Okay, see, now it's doing the face true thing better. But yeah, you see what I mean by mixing models together. You can create something really specific. Okay, sometimes you can't start creating from them, but you can copy the generation data and just use all of that. But other times you can directly click on something and make it more cool. But yeah, so basically what I'd recommend doing is just like browsing the site, finding any models that seem interesting to you, and just flipping around with them, and keep doing that, keep mixing them together, and just forming ideas. And it doesn't have to stop at just image generation either. In my minute, I'll probably go over a few more things with this, and then I'm going to show you how to animate the images. So let me go through a few different examples of ones that I've made recently too. Oh, also at the end of this, I'm going to give out a big document that has like the links to all of this and like in-depth info on it, so don't worry about like missing anything. Yeah, I'll wait this one. Yeah, I'll save this in here. Okay, before I move on, does anyone have any questions about Civic AI that they'd like me to answer?
I do. Futzing around with it myself, there's one of the ones I'm playing with doesn't have the little paintbrush on it and says I have to download it in order to...
Yeah, so for those ones, you can only run them through Stable Diffusion.
Okay.
But just like Civic AI, Stable Diffusion is free to use. You can run it through Google Colab for free, or even on that site, on Civic when it says download, there are alternatives, and some of them are free too. But I don't really do that. I just much prefer using Stable Diffusion and base Civic AI. But yeah, I mean, if there's time at the end, I can quickly run through like the basics of Stable Diffusion.
Is that iPhone?
You can run it with that, yeah, but you can also run it through like a cloud service like Google Colab or any of the others basically. Okay, so for some of these two, these are different models in a bit of a different style. This one's actually a discovery by Evan, the cameraman right there. So he makes like these two different styles together. There's Weird Core, a model trained off of like Weird Core images. I'll show you that for example. There's internet horror faces trained off of like creepypasta faces, and there's real cartoon trained off of hyper-realistic cartoons. So this is the Weird Core one. Can obviously make a lot of cool stuff with this. Really good at doing like collage shit like that. Internet horror. Yeah, a lot of these ones, well actually all of them have the create symbol, that's why you're able to mix them together. But on Stable Diffusion, the main site, you can do that too. Real cartoon. So yeah, when you mix all three of these together and you give it, prompts in a certain way, you can get results like this. Let's try this one again. But yeah, so this is a style, it looks like some lost 90s video game or something. And there's no one specific model for that. You can only get this look by mixing those specific models together. So that's another avenue where the creativity comes into play with AI. AI really is best used as a tool rather than a crutch. If you can just treat it as one, and you'll never make anything generic with AI if you can do shit like this and constantly be fucking around with new things and making your own models too. Yeah, the possibilities are endless. But yeah, with that being said, are there any more questions or okay?
Do you have any advice on writing prompts or formatting them?
Yeah, good question. So let me just go through some of these as examples, and I'll walk you through why they're prompts, what they are. Okay, so this one. So for this base model, actually, this is a good example to use. Cyber UI. The model looks like this. So it's a lot more HD, it's a lot more cyberpunk, it's a lot less colourful, and they don't have anything that looks like the stuff that I made with it. I was only able to get that because I had the VHS style to it, the low quality, in the negative prompts, I put high quality, sharp detail, I don't want it to look good, I want it to look like shit. And then, so you put the way you want it to look, usually either at the start or the end. and then have the main information that you want displayed, like usually in the middle, and then obviously, you know, making sure to keep in place the trigger words that activate it. And yeah, like just mess around on it. So like, if you don't like the way something looks at first, just change the prompt. Like, and I do like hundreds of these, like until I get one that I'm happy with. Like, just never settle, because there's probably always something more that you can do with it. But yeah, so let's see what that looks like. Yeah, you can scroll back over to see which generations. Yeah, so these are the ones that we just made a second ago. You know, like, crazy. Look at these little guys. But yeah, so you can make stuff like this. And you know, amazing, like, if you want to make t-shirts, like posters, anything like that, like graphics, like, you know, you can make it look like anything really. But yeah, up next I'll show you how to animate this stuff. Any more questions before I do that?
Are you a Code Saves the Zoo fan?
Yes, Evan actually put me on, like, this week, the soundtrack of The Bit Crushing, so good.
Longest Entertainment was a real staple.
Yeah, it's amazing. We gotta make a quick movie after this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so up next, you can use this on your phone too. It's called Runway ML. By poster. Yeah, so we'll be using Gen 2. So Runway, much like Stable Diffusion, is like a big hub of various different AI tools. Apart from, unlike Stable Diffusion, it's not open source and it's not free. But it actually is free because you get given credits when you make an account for the first time. If after they run out, you delete your account and you remake it again with like the same email, the same password, your credits reset, so you can just use it forever for free. And on that doc that I'll be linking at the end of this too, I'll show you how to get Adobe Premiere Pro for free, After Effects, Photoshop, all of that. And that's doing the same thing, basically just going into the code, changing the trial serial number, and resetting the trial. And the trial has all of the features of the main thing. And Adobe charge like $50 a month or something ridiculous for non-students who want to use it. So yeah, fuck paying that, just use it for free. But yeah, in like 2 seconds, once everyone's like set up, I'll show you how to do Runway. But yeah, try and, when you make an account for this, try and remember the password, just so you can make the same account again, but it doesn't matter, like, even if you make, you forget the password for an account and you make a brand new one, you'll get given the same amount of credits again, and yeah, when they run out, you can just delete it, and yeah, do it all over again.
For me was, I've been on the KISS website a few times, but I would do an incognito window or a temporary email.
Yeah.
And then it'd run out, close it, and open it up, so you don't have to do a new real one.
That's smart. Yeah, I was using a temporary Gmail service to bypass it, but they blocked that. But yeah, they've never patched this yet, and this has been here since they opened the site, which is really weird. If they ever do patch it, that's also a great method, just making a temporary email service in an incognito tab. Alright, I'm going to start. So, this is the home page, this is where all the tools are. Gen 1, that's video to video. So basically with this, I'm not actually going to do an example of this because I don't think it's as impressive as like Gen 2, but I'll just walk through the basics of it with you. So here you can upload a video, then you can change the style of it by giving it a custom image that you want it to look like. So if, for example, I gave it a video of me talking, and then I gave it a picture of like Will Smith's face, it'd probably try and make me look like Will Smith, but it wouldn't do a very good job. Mostly just because this AI is not very good. It's weird, with every update they kind of fuck up and they kind of make it worse. They try and make it more HD and more realistic, but that takes away like a lot of the artistic value and like stylization options. But we don't need to worry about that anyway, because I'm just going to show you Gen 2. So to use this, you click on the thing where it says Gen 2, the wave thing on the homepage. It'll tell you welcome to Gen 2. You can either watch the tutorial and like learn how to do it, but that's what I'm doing, so I'm just going to skip that. Okay, so you have 3 different options with Gen 2. You have a text option, where you can just basically tell it what you want, text to video. So if I put like Will Smith eating weed brownies in Woodstock. Do that and put generate, and then it's going to start generating. I honestly though, I'm not the biggest fan of this text to video anymore. It used to be amazing. It used to be the best one that there ever was, but as I say, they've updated it and they've tried to make it all more realistic, and with that they've lost so many amazing styles. Let me show you an example of what this text to video AI used to be able to do. And they might be bringing it back. I know that a lot of community members really want it back the way that it used to be, because it was a match, it was unlike anything. I'll show you like some stuff that I made with it. Okay, this is a video I made for Madeline, who's here right now. So this was all text to video. So this was me putting things like, dystopian, I can't remember, like flower, like plastic 3D 90s Dreamcast girls, addicted to their cell phones with anthropomorphic faces in, like VHS, wilderness style, just like layering prompts to get like a very specific look. But yeah, as it stands currently, stuff like that just isn't really possible anymore. You know what I mean? Like you see it, it'd rather go for stuff like this. Hey, what's up?
So can we treat ourselves or
feel free to just stand or sit where I want
to be honest?
Yeah, make yourself at home. But yeah, so you can do stuff like this with it, and it is cool, but it's kind of generic. Like this is kind of what everyone does. Like everyone mostly just sticks to the text to video because it's like convenient. You can just spam and then like generate. But what I find a lot more interesting is image to video. So if I go in the images tab and then I give it one of the things that we made earlier, I'll give it this tree dude. So I can generate that outright just from giving it that image, and it'll give it random movement undecided by me. But there's also tools to control that. This interpolation tool is kind of cut off on the side, but yeah, if you click that, you can get that, and you can choose whether or not you want the frames to be interpolated, which will give the video like a completely different look. So I'm just going to try this with interpolation on, with random movement, and see what that looks like. I'm just going to make 2 of those so we can see the difference. So that's 2 with interpolation on, with a general motion of 5. Now I'm going to put the motion up to like 10 to the fullest, and I'm going to turn interpolation off, and you can see what that looks like. Yeah, they usually take about a minute to generate each. At the side you can see you get like 5 seconds at a time, like one video is like 5 seconds. But yeah, as I say, when the credits run out, just delete your account and remake it again, and you got this infinitely. and already with this, like, you can make some insane shit, you know what I mean? Like, you can literally visualize anything you want using Civ AI. And, you know, then give it to Gen 2. Okay, there you go. He was. Also, it's really useful for like removing like things like from the foreground and background. Like, you know, as you can tell, like that looks pretty good. Like if he was never there, yeah, that looks like what that tree would look like. But yeah, this is a different random movement, and there you go. There he becomes part of the tree. Okay, so this is with a speed of 10, and this is with interpolation turned off. So you can see the frame rate's kind of more choppy. We'll try one with a speed of like 3 now, just so you can see the difference in that too. And then I'll try image and description where, you know, you can give it an image like this, and if you wanted it to talk, it could be like talk and mouth, moving lips, or if you wanted it to, like for the tree to turn into him or something, I don't know. You can also control the camera movement, so you know you can have it go left to right, back and forth, zoom in and out, turn, and you can control the speed of that too. But yeah, actually yeah, let's try one of those. So let's try a zoom in with a flip. So this one up and slide. So yeah, quick save and then quick generate. Yeah, sometimes this will happen, like you'll get flagged for literally no reason because it's just a guy in a tree. Makes no sense. But yeah, you don't need to worry about that. Like your account's never gonna get blocked or anything. It's all good. That one isn't anywhere. Any questions so far?
Can you extend the amount of time?
Yeah, good question. So let's do that. So yeah, initially they're only 4 seconds each, but you see the extend option at the top. You can use 3 of these, so you can get an ultimate time of like 12 seconds. So if we want to extend this, it's going to extend from the last frame of the video though. That's the only thing. So it's going to look more like that than it is the initial tree guy. So for example, we can use this one instead. So now let's extend the tree so it'll just be from this frame onwards.
So how did you make a minute-long video? You made like multiple of these?
Usually I try not to extend because it kind of glitches the further you extend. But I mean that can be used for stylistic effects. But yeah, usually I like just like rapidly matching a lot of similar but different videos that I generated with this. Yeah, that's not the extended one. Oh, there you go. I didn't understand. There you go. Okay, so that's with a zoom in and a camera tilt. Made it into more of a chat actually. Wow. But yeah, you see what I mean. Like you can use it really cinematically too with the way that you can control the camera. But I honestly just usually stick to random generation, and I do like. Usually like 3 at a time, and then I pick the best one from that, or if I'm not happy with those, I'll make another 3, and then another 3, and then another 3. And you know, you don't have to worry about credits, because with Runway, you have to pay for credits. Like, even if you have like a yearly subscription, if you run out of credits, you're gonna have to buy them. And I probably use like a year's worth of credits in like 2 weeks. So yeah, if you were to do it like that, by the way, you'd be paying like over $1,000 because like their prices are ridiculous. But usually with all of these companies, when it comes to AI, there's always a workaround, and you should never pay for AI software. Okay, so this is the extended version where he disappears into the tree. Because I had interpolation turned on initially, it's a smoother frame rate, but then I turned it off after, so then it gets choppy. But again, little techniques like that go a long way in the creative process into making something look unique. But yeah, so that's that with the custom camera controls. Let's try image and description. So we have the tree dude. So I'm gonna put, I wanted to talk, so I'm gonna put talking, mouth, lips, and mouth moving, speaking. There's this new feature as well called motion brush, where you can select which area you want animated. So if you want the rest of the thing to stay still, and I only wanted his mouth moving, I just brush his mouth like this. You know, I could maybe get his eyes moving too. They might think it's his mouth and make those like move up and down and talk too, which, you know, sometimes embrace the glitches because shit like that's funny. And yeah, then you just gotta move one of these to activate it. To be honest, I don't even really know what the fuck these do yet because this feature's so new, and I've not really had the chance to play around with it, but yeah, we're in the same boat when it comes to that, so just mess around with it and see what it does. So I saved that and I selected it and I'm just going to generate that. And I'm just going to generate a few of those just to see. Also, yeah, your generations up on the side here, and you can quickly go back through them. Anyone got any more questions so far?
How often do you utilize the other runway and Gen 2 like utilities like the green screen? I find it's really good.
Yeah, green screen's really good. It depends. Usually like when I'm just doing like an Instagram post or something, or like just making something for fun, I usually just stick to this stuff. But when it comes to like music videos, like if, for example, someone's like filmed something in front of a green screen, but the lighting was kind of off, and like it's really hard to remove like one patch, you know, you can use Runway's green screen tool. So yeah, that's another thing I recommend to everyone. Just look through Runway and like look through the other tools that they have to offer, and just mess around with them because they have a lot of other cool stuff. I just find Gen 2 to be the most useful thing that they have. See, so there you go, animated his mouth talking, because I selected his mouth and I put talking mouth. A cool thing to mix with that is this website called fakeyou.com. Kind of easy to remember. It's one of the first sites that comes up when you type in AI text-to-speech too. So yeah, this is a text-to-speech site. You can use it for free. They have pro plans too, where you can make the voices longer, but again, with all of this stuff, you never really need to pay money for it. There's always other ways and other workarounds. So they have text-to-speech, where you can just type in what you want something to say. They have thousands of characters from all different kinds of media that you can pick from. There's voice to voice where you can do the same thing that, you know, like if you were to take me saying this conversation now and turn it to like Peter Griffin or something, it'd sound like him doing it, and you can animate faces too. They also have WAV to lip, which is lip syncing. So if you were to take like a still picture of someone or a still video of someone and you just wanted to like animate the mouth only, you could use that. You can also use that through Stable Diffusion. So yeah, really like all of these sites kind of like blend together. They all kind of offer similar services and ways to intertwine them. So let's just try text-to-speech real quick. So someone name a character from something, anything, or a real person.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos, okay. I don't know if they'll have him. Yeah, maybe someone with like a more iconic voice.
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn, okay. They got Audrey Hepburn. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip this one, it's too good. Okay, Audrey Hepburn. What should Audrey Hepburn be saying?
This one has a rating of 1.1. They say it sounds bad.
Oh yeah. Okay, well that's good. Let's see how bad it sounds. This is the same song, yeah. What? How is that happening? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, actually. There we go. Yeah, the times between the voice generations vary. With this having a rating of 1.1, I don't know how long it'll take. So let's also just try. Oh, there you go. Never mind. Okay, let's see what Audrey Hepburn sounds like. Yeah, that sounds nothing like Audrey Hepburn. Okay, let's try Peter Griffin, because I know that this one's good. And yeah, this one has. Yeah, let's try Italian Peter Griffin.
What's the Spanish?
Okay, this one sounds great apparently. What shall Peter Griffin say? Okay. Let's hear Audrey Hepburn one more time. Terrible. With this free plan, you have a max length of 12 seconds. So, you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna copy a sentence, just so we can do that. If I put in blade. Okay, let's hear Italian Peter Griffin. Okay, let's hear regular Peter Griffin because we actually know what that sounds like. Maybe not that versed on Italian Peter Griffin. I'm gonna do the highest rated Peter Griffin one. I feel like it's gonna sound the best. Okay, 4.4. This is the Italian version. Okay, let's hear the English one. But yeah, you can browse by characters to. That's the wrong thing. Never mind. Ah shit. There we go. But yeah, you can browse by category. You can sort by characters.
You see who's trending?
Yeah, let's do trending. So, Barack Obama, obviously, always trending. Daffy Duck, let's say Daffy Duck.
Spanish SpongeBob.
Also, yeah, let's listen to the classic Peter Griffin. Yeah, pretty good. See? So, some of them are a lot better than others. This is Daffy Duck.
Mickey Mouse can.
Yeah. So, just mixing stuff like this with if you were to animate Daffy Duck, he could be saying that, The possibilities are endless. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's Fake You. That's the gist of Gen 2. And we covered the basics of Civic AI. Now I'm going to show you Pico Ads, which is basically the same as Runway. So it has many different features. You can run it through Discord. That's the place that I run it. So you can use it to generate image to video, the same as Runway, or you can do text to video. Yeah, you can follow along with this one, but you don't have to. Basically, though, you just go in, you type in Pika Labs.
What do you look on Discord?
Yeah, you're better off doing it through Google, and it'll link you to their Discord. So if you go on peoplearms.com, you click on the join data, it'll invite you to their Discord, which you can then accept the invite, continue to Discord. Yeah, and there you go, you'll get linked to the main Discord. Because I was an early user for it, I can access it through my DMs. I think if you talk to the people that run it though, and if you ask for that feature, they will give it to you. But yeah, you can use it just on the Discord. So if you go to one of the servers on the site, like Generate 3 for example, you can look at the things that other people have been making. So you know, they're just putting like pink, depth of field, wind, cinematic nature, cinema, shows a beautiful breeze. And you know, yeah, so this is all text to video, so this is just people, animating with text. So let's try it. So what you want to do is you want to go in the text box, click / create, and then in here you put your prompt. So let's do moon at 9 with cursed smiling face watching you're sick. You can also give it any style you can think of, really. I mean, obviously some it can do, some it can't. Yeah, it depends really. I really like this one style in particular of like Robert Crumb, like his art. So on the end of this I put like Robert Crumb 1970s art style. You can control the FPS of it too. I think it has a max FPS of like 24. I like to give it one of like 8 though, because I like the choppy nature of it. I don't really like the smooth interpolation work that a lot of AI art has. So yeah, just go FPS 8. Make sure you do the score if you want it to work. And just click enter, click create. And with this, if you want to just immediately redo that, you can just keep track of it. Yeah, this is why it's a lot better to use it through VMs, because the main pages can get kind of clustered. Bro, I've just actually... Where the fuck is it gone? Someone's spamming. Alright, there you go. So yeah, you can just generate it, you can do 10 at a time as your max. Yeah, you can spam. It's not even against the rules of the server to spam. Just everyone's doing it. And yeah, you don't need to like keep track of them on here. By the way, if you just go to your inbox, they'll all appear there. The only thing is though about them in your inbox, you can't like edit them and then change them. But yeah, right next to the remix logo is the one to change it. So if you wanted to just quickly change the prompt, like if I get rid of the Robert Crumb art style now, you can see it'll just be like the default, so it'll probably look more realistic. So let's just try that. Okay, here we go, we've got a result back already. So there you go, there's the moon with a creepy face, hovering above Central Park. Here's another one. Not much movement in that, probably wouldn't use that one. Same, not much movement in that, so to fix that I changed the prompt and I put like morphing, fast moving, and then at the start of it I put like camera, zoom in, comma. Yeah, it's good to separate different things by commas, so like the camera movement, you know, you want to separate it from the rest, and then the actual action of the moon can be part of the main crux of the thing, and then the style is separated from all of that. But yeah, let's check out some more. Okay, I like the camera shake on that one. I like his cheeky little face, that's pretty good. This one's great, wow. Let's see if the movement's good. Not the best movement ever, there's kind of something going on in the middle there. But yeah, it looks beautiful, you know.
What interesting in the last 3 days?
Again, not too much movement in any of these, but I'm hoping that reprompting that will fix it. But you know what I mean, like, look at the different styles it's capable of, and it's so simple with this one, even more so than Civet AI. You know, you don't have to worry about like getting the scales right and everything. But yeah, okay, so here's one with more movement now. Oh no, this is one without the Robert Crumb style. So you see, it looks a lot more realistic because it doesn't have the style attached to the end of it. But it looks pretty cool though. I like the movement of the moon and the silhouette of the building. Okay, so this one has the morphing and fast moving prompt in it, so let's see if it gives more motion. Yeah, so the camera's definitely zooming in. It's not too fast though, but let's just try a few more. Yeah, let's check out some of the people's too. So this dude getting 1990, super great footage of the dark and settled tunnel. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That was convincing. You know what I mean? And that, you know, that's just AI. Like, think of how you could use it in filmmaking capabilities. Think how you can use it for like music videos, like I do. Anything really, you know. The possibilities are truly endless. But yeah, P collabs is definitely the way to go. There's another one too named Full Journey.
You prefer to Midjourney?
Yeah, Midjourney can't do animation. It can just do image generation, which you can also just do with P collabs. You know, if you just wanted it to be an image, you can do that too. But yeah, there's Full Journey too, but they work on a credit system, whereas P collabs, you can just use it for free forever. There's no credits or anything like that, and there's no like amount to how much you can use it. You can only the only limit with it is that you can generate 10 videos per minute, so you can't generate more than 10 videos per minute, but you don't even need to really, that's like more than enough, and then a minute passes and you can generate 10 more. But yeah, let's keep going, let's see what we got for that. Okay. So yeah, this has a lot more motion because I put fast moving and I put morphing. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was kind of too still. I like that, his mouth's moving a little bit, but I probably wouldn't use that. Yeah, but you see what I mean, like, and then you can just stitch all of these together to like build a narrative or something. That's cool, cool little zoom. But yeah, that's P collabs basically. I'll show you his image animating abilities as well, just like Gen 2. So if you go slash and instead of clicking create, you click animate at the top, you can then give it an image. So let's give it this guy, rolling out the PC. You can do it just like that and it'll give it random movement, or just like with Gen 2, you can click on the plus one more, put where it says prompt. If I put like crawling out of monitor and melting, and then I put FPS 8, so it has the motion that I like, and then click next. And then I'll just do a few more of them just so I can have variation and pick one that I like. Let me also try it without the 8 FPS, just so you can see what the different motion looks like. Any questions while we wait?
So like if you're like kind of engaging in like doing a project, but you don't have like you're missing, let's say like one of the professionals, like let's say like a sound guy or somebody who knows lighting, like the more like transparent layers, could you like figure out like if you would want a certain kind of lighting? You know what I mean? Like you could just like kind of, you know, create a layer and just like put it over everything?
Yeah, with that, I'd also recommend using something like Stable Diffusion, because with this, in fact, let's try that actually. Let's try an example of that. So, if I go back to the animate and I give it an image again, so this, for example, I'll give it this mushroom, and I'll be like, dark lighting. Actually, the lighting's already kind of dark. Maybe bright white lighting. Yeah, so these things, it kind of changes the image too much sometimes to be used in a realistic, like, fine-tuning way like that. So I would recommend one of the more in-depth programs like Stable Diffusion for it, where you have so many sliders and so many different options that you can do that stuff. But I might put on another one of these later in the week where I'll go like in-depth on all of that stuff. It's just kind of a bit too much to cover here right now. But yeah, we'll try this and see what this looks like. But yeah, also with Runway, this site, it has a lot of like post-production tools like that. So, you know, it has like a background remover. They have stuff to like fix light, and they have stuff to like replace certain segments of a video, or you know, like just look through here and just like browse like all the different tools that they have, because it's too many for me to cover all in one place right now. But yeah, that's like just the tip of the iceberg, really. You know what I mean, like infinite image maker, so you know you can keep expanding the border. Frame interpolation, if you want something to be at a higher FPS. Erase and replace, so if you wanted to like remove the ball in that image and just make it like it's kicking off, you can do that. So it's really an amazing filmmaking and video tool. In painting as well, you know, if like you wanted to replace that woman with like a donkey or something. Yeah, just so many options. Just honestly browse the site, and they all work off credits too. And as I was saying earlier, whenever your credits run out, just go into your account setting. In fact, let me show you how to do this actually now as an example. So I'll go to my account, I'll scroll down, I'll delete account. There you go, so my account's deleted. It says failed to delete my account, but it did actually delete it. Then I'll go sign up, and I'll just sign up with one of my Googles. Sign up with the same one. Skip. And there you go, try one time for free, and we're back, and we have all of our credits back, and you can just do that infinitely. You never have to pay. In fact, look, let's see. Look at the prices that they're charging when you try and upgrade. Yeah, look at this stuff. That's $76 a month if you want it unlimited. And even then, it's not even unlimited because you only have 2,250 credits. But you know, we just used 100 credits in those examples that we were doing then. So. Yeah, it's an absolute rip-off if you pay for the service. So just do what I said. Let's see what we've got with Pika. Yeah, okay, so let's see what the bright light looks like on that.
Different thing.
Yeah, see, it doesn't really work in that way. Like, I gave it the prompt of like bright light lighting, and it's just made that thing move really. So when it comes to messing with like fine-tuning like post-production stuff, Stable Diffusion and Runway are the way to go. But when it comes to text to video and just animation and stuff like that, I'd use a mix of Runway and People Labs. Those are my two go-tos. So yeah, let's see some of these that crawling with this image animator. Not exactly crawling out of the TV, it can be better than that. It's pretty cool. I like the bulging eyes in that one. Yeah, sometimes the prompt won't do exactly what you want it to do, and it's best to just keep messing with it until you can get a result you use. Or if you can't get a desired result using Pika, try the same thing again, but in a wrong way. So actually I'm just going to try animating that same thing again and see if I can get it rolling out. But yeah, we're nearly wrapping up with the class. In fact, actually, yeah, let me show you this one last thing, because I've been showing you that stuff. So this is a site called Meta Demo Lab. It's 5 Meta, but you know, it's free. So that's one good thing that they've actually done. So let me just go back to the main page of it actually. So yeah, this will be the main page. You can do this one on your phone too. So this is a way to animate drawings with 2D animation. It's different from the AI with these, as it works on a predetermined animation set. You know, it's not like random or anything. So if I gave it a photo of, I'm gonna give it this guy. So I removed the background earlier. So this is a character that I made in Civic AI. So I made it with the other AI, just a guy like this. Then I go next. Just agree to their terms. Don't read them. Don't dare read them. So yeah, it's highlighted this guy so it recognizes him. It's got a little something there that I don't want that, so I'm just going to erase that. There we go. I'm going to go next. This is defining like all of the point. Oh, wait. That should not be. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so that's his hand. That's like his wrist. Yeah, it's pretty lined up. So yeah, you select like this exoskeleton for it, then you go next, and then you have these presets of animation you can use. So you see, from a still image, you can crudely animate it like this, but you know, it's great for so many purposes. Yeah, and again, I have all of these linked in the doc after this. If you want to get this doc, just DM me on Instagram or like email me and I'll send it over to you. And it has all the information that I've gone through basically. And if you have any other questions, just feel free to ask. But yeah, you know, it has so many possibilities. But yeah, any other questions?
Just wondering what your email is.
Oh yeah, my email is kingcon. Actually, let me see if I can like type it somewhere big for you all to get. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's right here. Yeah, I'll just put my email. It's all right. There you go. And my Instagram is the same, you know, just kingcon2k11 if you want to reach out there too. But yeah, hope everyone learns some good skills. Yeah, I probably will put on another class like later in the week as well where I like go through Stable Diffusion, I'll go through... Oh actually, here's another one that I'll show you really quickly. This is making instruments with your mouth. This is a new AI that just came out, so if you wanted to like get a guitar sound, you know, you could go like with your mouth, and then with this AI you'd give it that a cappella and it would change your voice into an instrument. It's called Music-Fi, I think. Music-Fi, yeah. And again, just like with Runway, with Gen 2, it works on a credit system, but if you delete your account and you remake it, you can just use it indefinitely. So just sign in. Continue with email. I'll just use this one. Hey. So yeah, if you go on the side and you go to the part where it says instruments, then you just give it an audio file so you can record. So I'm just going to record. Right, you can select all the different instruments. So you know, if I wanted to sound like an electric guitar, I can do that. I can do acoustic guitar, violin. Yeah, brass. Let's try saxophone. So I'll just do like a saxophone version I would play. So I do that, it has that, it's set to sax, I can change the pitch. I'll just leave it as its default for right now. And then you just click remix down at the bottom. Right now, that'll do its thing. Usually takes like 15 seconds-ish.
Okay.
Any questions while we wait?
Do you feed back either like MIDI data or like recording of a melody making it into a vocal
Yeah,
sample?
so it doesn't have to just be vocals. So if you like gave it a guitar, like an acoustic guitar, and you change that to like electric guitar, you could make that acoustic guitar sound like an electric guitar. And yeah, I imagine it's the same with MIDI. I've not really messed around with it to the point where I know about that yet though. Also, this is taking longer than usual, so I feel like the side might just be broken right now. But yeah, it's worth just messing about with this one and just doing what I did then, basically. You know, like if you have like a song idea, like just fuck around, find out. But I'll link this on the blog as well, musicfy.com. Let me add that up real quick. Oh yeah, there's artbreeder.com too, which I haven't heard. I can give you like a 30-second rundown of that. Music. Change vocals to instruments. Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this sounds like. See, so pretty good from just to. So yeah. Okay, now I'll show you Artbreeder quickly, and this will be the last thing. I'm not going to go too in depth on this though. So yeah, this is a website called artbreeder.com. It's linked on the door. This is how I make usually like trippy faces for my stuff, like morphing faces. I did this Anthony Fantano AI parody channel. Me and him were actually going to do a whole channel like this, but we had like a whole fallout. But you know, if you want to know more about that, it's on my Instagram. Look at it. But yeah, so I made this face using this. Let me go to the faces. Oh, I'm actually logged out right now. But yeah, we'll just browse some other people. So you know, you can make custom faces. You can like give it a picture of yourself, and then you can edit it. Let's look for some more.
This is free too?
Yeah, this is free too. It also has a paid option, but you can just use it for free. And again, it's the same thing. So yeah, let's fuck around with a picture of Will Smith. Oh, you gotta create an account to edit. Okay, let me just look at real quick. I hate the design of their new site. I use it in the beta version because it looks way better. You can do that if you just go to old version on the site there. Yeah, so let's try Will Smith again. But yeah, basically you can give it an image and then you can edit it. So you know, like if you want to change someone's race, for example, you can do that. If you want to make Kanye white, yeah, let's do white Will Smith. But you know, you can like just put in white. Okay, see, so you got all these different options. So, if we want to look really old, we can do that. That is really old. If you want to look like a baby,
Make them less black.
yeah, we can make him less black. So, if we find black, for example, turn it down a bit.
He's like,
there you go.
Holy shit!
And there you go, we can make him more black.
We're not playing with that.
Yeah. But yeah, we can make him more artistic, for example. So you can look more like a drawing. If I do this, I can make him look more real. I can play with the sharpness, which is one that I like to do off the bat, just to like make the quality look a bit better. See, so it's a lot sharper, it like adds way more detail if I turn the sharpness down, kind of blurry. But yeah, I can open his mouth, I can open his eyes, I can give him huge bulging eyes, I can make his eyes closed. And the good thing about this is you can save all of these images if you, for example, hashtag them. If I do this and I go, I put like Smithy111 and I save that as the hashtag. Now I open his eyes. Do that. You can tilt his head too, you know, you can like do that. Bada bing, bada boom. You can pitch it up and down. You can control the chaos. And it's not even limited to this. You can add things. So people are making new like custom shit for it all the time. So these are the ones that I have saved. So I like this. I like the big nose one. I like the lipless grin one. Ultra freckles. Let's make him look like a burn victim. So you can do that, and you know he gets kind of we can make him like really skinny. You know, you can combine the two.
Holy shit!
Trying to tell me secret.
You can give him bluer eyes. That's the sharpness. But yeah, then you can reset it all back to normal. But yeah, so if I do that now and I mix this, I give it the hashtag, the same hashtag. I think it was like Smithy111. And then I go back to create. Then I go back to portraits, and you have different options. So you have compose, where you can make one from scratch, you can upload, you can give it a custom image, and then you can animate them, which is what I like doing. So here's some examples. What?
You gotta wrap it up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, this is the last one that I'll show there. So you know, you just like stitch the images together. You can choose the method of interpolation. This gives you like a rough example, but it blends them all together, as you saw on the main page, like that. And that's how you can create a custom animation for it. But yeah, just mess around with all of these. They're all linked on the doc. And again, here's my email if you want to get the doc, or just reach out to me on Instagram. And I'll give you the link. Any last questions before we wrap it up?
Is there a bathroom?
Is there what?
Bathroom here?
I don't know actually. Is there a bathroom in here?
Yeah, I got you.
Gotta go in the bath.
But yeah, that's it then guys. Thank you for coming. I hope it was